I can still remember when I was first exposed to what I now know as psychology. I would have been about 9 or 10 when I was given a homework project from school. The task was to write a simple how-to guide. Today, I would call this an open brief. Over the following days, I can remember other kids confidently returning with elaborate recipes for delicious pancakes, impressive paper airplanes, and wondrous ant farms. I, on the other hand, was a bit lost. Going home for some inspiration, I asked my parents for some ideas. My dad, an accountant by profession who should really have worked in a more creative field, considered the challenge and gave me what at the time was a confusing response. "Why don't you teach people how to make a crowd?" Head scratch. "How?" I asked. "All you need to do is look up," he said. Now I was even more confused. Well, if you look up, someone behind you will stop to see what you're looking at. If 2 people are looking up, next thing you know, there'll be 3. Unlike the other kids, this recipe needed no eggs, no flour or milk. There was no paper or soil. It cost nothing, yet had the potential to influence others through this simple appreciation of innate human behavior. It was magic. Ever since, I've been interested in these kinds of ideas and how understanding human psychology can conjure up value from virtually nowhere. Today, I'm lucky to make a living in a business where ideas and creativity are our product, and psychology is our core ingredient. By training, I'm an organizational psychologist. For a decade, I've worked at the coalface of applied behavioral science within one of the greatest creative networks on the planet. From Sydney to Silicon Valley, New York to Nigeria, I've been fortunate to experience how the combination of behavioral science and creativity can help us address some of the most interesting and challenging problems we all face. I decided to write this book to illuminate the vast opportunities the fields of behavioral science and evolutionary psychology offer contemporary innovation. Through this book, my ambition is to help us spend less time developing expensive and high-risk solutions and more time embracing and imaginatively executing psychological solutions that have been road-tested over time. I will share a process that can be learned yet still applied magically. You're about to embark on a journey to identify patterns of evolved psychological solutions. You will see that once you know what you're looking for, these solutions can be consciously redeployed to solve some of the most important challenges you face. Through them, you will find a faster, more efficient, and more effective approach to innovate creatively.